Hi friends, welcome. Previously, we have seen in our quiz applications, we have used a JSON string to store the data and all. So this time we'll use SQLite database so we can store the questions and the answers against each student also. So we'll also learn in part 2 how you will export the data, whatever the student marks and all. And another is we'll use TTK Bootstrap, so give a better look and feel, so that we will also learn how to use it. And at the end we will discuss how you can download the entire source code, the copy the code to your system and modify it and add your features to this also. But before we move, my request is please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so you'll be notified as and when we add tutorial, and we are frequently adding that also. Let's move to the script. We are in our Visual Studio Code, and this application there are two files and they are both are independent. So first file is if you run it, it will set up the database, so some sample data and all that we will see first. So here it is, setup database.py file. You can entire source code you can copy it. I'll show you towards the end how to copy that. Now you can see this, here it is the database, and you'll see the path join, because where this application is running, the same place we want to create a SQLite database. So SQLite is a file based system, so we want to do that. For that we are reading the path where you are running the application, and then we are adding this studentquiz.db. This is our database file. Now there we are, if earlier the files are there, then we will just remove it. Note that say you are in a different subject, you are creating the quiz, then what you can do once its setup is done, you can remove that file, bring the another file say on another topic, so that way also it can be used. Now you just see while creating the table, this is the structure of it. The student is ID, name, class and mark. This mark column based on the quiz outcome that we will be updating. Now here you can see the table questions. So we store one question, then the four options, and the which one is the correct, and each question has a unique ID. So based on this is the structure. Now here are the sample student. Now you can just expand this list. This is inside the list a dictionary. The student details are stored: ID, name, class, the grade, which the grade are, and what is the mark. Initially while creating we have kept all the mark as none. So here you can see 1, 2, 3 is there. You can extend it number of student. So this format you can use it. So I extend it. Similarly, here comes the questions. Very easy 5 questions we have taken. So what is 2 plus 2? Similarly, what is the capital of France? Now you can see the options are also given, and the correct answer is also here in the question it is given. Third, which option is correct? Correct option is 2. So against each question, the 4 options, and which one is the correct. So this you can expand it, change the questions, so you will have on every topic you a set of questions. Now then we execute it and insert the database. So finally you will get it, the database setup completed successfully. Now here it is, I'll just show you a location. Here is my two files, quiz file and setup database. This is the setup database what you have just discussed. Now this quiz file database is created because I have run this. You can just delete this or shift it to somewhere else, run it again. Now we'll see our second file. So this is the main application file, the quiz file. So this file, once your database is ready, we'll take the data from here and use it. So let's just quickly see the demo of it. So here it is. I'm running this file because already my database is created. Here it is. What I have to do is, for the quiz, I will enter the student ID. Now I will enter student ID 2. Start the quiz. So it asks me the questions. So it is, let's say 4. I'm giving, let's give a wrong answer here. So what is the capital of, now what is the largest planet? Let's give a wrong answer. Now let's okay, let's give a correct answer. Now what is H2O? Okay, fine, let's give correct answer C. Now I get the message, score is 3 out. 3 questions are correct out of 5 questions. Okay, now let's go to the student marks tab. Here you can see, because we have entered student ID 2, so against student ID the mark is shown as 3. For other student it is not attempted. Now this data is stored in a SQLite database. So we'll, in the part 2 we'll also see how we can take that data out. Here is the source for this main application. So operating system, because we want the database to be present in the current location. So to read that current diary name, we have used the operating system module. We are importing it here. Random we have we are not used in this particular, because that way you can quiz, you can randomize it. Here it is not used. So you can remove it also. Then Kinter, then the what you are giving is TTK bootstrap and the message box, and sorry, this is the TTK, then the message box, because all the what's the final score and all you have to give. Then this is SQL KME for our connection part, database connection, create engine and all. So you must have seen our all tutorials on database connection and all. So we are in depth, we have discussed what is SQL KME and how it can be used into MySQL, SQL, multiple database this can be used. You can also use other database connections, SQLite 3, but here it is we are intentionally taken because in future we can use MySQL also. Okay, fine. This is our bootstrap. We have used it. So if you don't want, you can change this also. This is for the better look and feel, and the tabular data, table view, we have used it. So here it is, the database connection path is there. So OS module you used and diary name where the application is we picked up. So this student database, it must be created beforehand. So this is already connection is established. Then what you did you get there are multiple modules are there. We get the questions. Then in a directory we totally take out all the questions and create a directory. So this create a dictionary, and that one by one we use it. You can change it also. You have a huge question bank. Then one by one you can take it. Now come down, this is our Kinter module. Here you can see the theme name is superhero. There are 18 different themes are available in TTK Bootstrap. You can change it also. The list is available at the site. You can visit that and get it. So here the notebook, because two tabs you must have seen the tabs we have used. So notebook grid we have created here, quiz tab and marks tab. So quiz tab will display the questions there, and the marks tab all the student will say the final how much anyone got it. So we have created two notebook. Now student ID, we have taken the string bar because what you have entered the student ID. Then we have taken, you can read the questions, enter the student ID and get the questions there. So below that you will get it, show the questions. So one by one questions we are showing to the user. So you can just see the questions here. Then the options also, 4 options as you have taken it, then we have taken. So once questions are there, user click it, so we'll see the finish also. The start the quiz. So you have placed, enter a valid, say you have just clicked the you have gone with a different ID, then the student ID is not existing, then all these messages we have fixed it. Then the next question is there, and here if selected option is correct, current question index, correct option, it takes the correct option, matches, then the score is increased by 1. Okay, then next question index is selected. So here it is, you can see selected message box warning, please select an answer. Without selecting you can move out. So you can, based on that you can change it. Once it is finished, what this line does is it update the student mark. So whatever the total score you have got it in the quiz, that score is updates against the student ID. So you have initially use the student ID. Here it is mark, score, ID of that one taken. This passed as a data. This is to prevent the injection attack. So we separately data is posted to the database and updated against that ID, the mark. Now that's all. So you can just see here tree view. This is the second tab. When you click it, the ID, name, class, mark, this data is taken, and you can see here tree view is it is displayed there. Then you can see the load, all the student marks are loaded, and ID, class, mark and details of the data is given. So all the student row wise student who was, and if you are not attempted, this is you can see here coalesce, this is we have used it. If there is mark is not used, you are not attempted, then not attempted message is given, otherwise mark is shown. This line, this particular one takes care of that. So then the ID, that then the load student mark, this is all the entire the application code. This you can use it, modify it. I will show you how to download it also. Visit this URL, it is there in the description. Then just scroll down, you will see all the details. The code is explained here with all the modules, and then database setup, everything is explained. This is first part is the application part. So you can just scroll down here, the full code is there, you just copy it. Then you can use it in your editor, whatever you are using, you can use that. Now second part, you will see the database setup. Here the all the things are once again explained, where the database will be created, the database name and all. So you can here also the full code for the database setup is available. You can, as we discussed, you can change the student list also, add more list, and questions also you can, using this format you can change the questions also. Here you can just click this to copy the entire database setup code. That's all, friends. Hope you have a good learning experience. And in the next part, we will also see how this data, what you build up with multiple students, multiple questions and all, how you take out this data, export it to different format for future storage or whatever in for your other applications. But if you have any other idea, suggestion, questions, use the comment section below to post it. And my request is, please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so you'll be notified as and when you add tutorials, and we are frequently adding that also. Please share this with your friends, and thank you for watching.